charged with essence. When thrown at a foe, they'll explode, damaging, weakening all nearby. Another powerful weapon by the Shapers. I guess I'll take them then, since they're not owned by anybody. There's a baton as well. At last, you reach the throne room of Shaper Rul, member of the Shaper Council who holds court here. He is currently sitting in the throne, reading through a sheaf of reports. Occasionally looks over at the creations on guard. Look at signs of them going rogue. When he sees you at the entrance, he waves you in. You're finally here? Come in, hurry. I expect greater speed of my underlings. Jeez, almost 3,000. Okay, what the frick do you want? You finally find Shaper Rul. If you concentrated hard enough, you could probably have found him with your eyes closed. The power radiating off of him is palpable. He sits slouched in his throne. It's hard to see the details in the shadows of his hood, but he is middle-aged. He hasn't shaved in a while. His whiskers are patchy and dotted with gray. When you approach, he raises his hand and waves you closer. Best get the preliminaries out of the way. I am Shaper Rul, member of the Shaper Council, one of the 7. I enlist you to my service. Prepare for my command. What am I doing here and where did I come from? Chuckles. I know, but I choose not to tell you. Did I not say? You are in my service. Aid me well, and I may let you know what I do. I have a feeling trying to be rebellious will result in extreme physical pain. And possibly my heart being torn apart. So, let's just await my first command, why don't we? You're wise. You know that there is no resistance as long as my tiny creation has a narrow tendril extending directly into your heart. My command tool is there. It is a fact. It cannot be removed. You will learn great rewards for your service to me. There is no escape. Now we can address the next bit of business. What do you want? I have a task for you. Before I can determine how you can best serve me, I need to explore your capabilities. First, I need to see if you can be of assistance in the task ahead. You were guided to Manala by a serval named Mekin. I have checked my records. Mekin has worked here capably for some years. However, she shows a bit more independence and intelligence than I prefer in my serviles. Have you noticed anything in her behavior that would make you think that she is less than loyal to us? Remember that exposing rogues is a sure path to great rewards. I don't really want to out her. Not saying I want to go rebel, but this guy is not really endearing himself to my good side, what with holding my heart hostage. So, she's totally and completely loyal. She says, you still seem confused. You will need a guide through the core if you were to hunt the invader. I'll call Mekin and have her brought to the mess hall. She is a creation. Use her as necessary. Now for the next business, your powers. What can I do? Now, I will tell you more when you've earned it. For now, I will say this. You have been shaped. I do not know how, but the powers of the Shapers have been used to alter you extensively. But what you have gained, you have forgotten. You should be grateful. Other Shapers would destroy you. Shapers would destroy me? The arts used to rework you are illegal, very much so. My more tradition-bound fellow council members would destroy you in an instant if they knew what you were. I will conceal it, though. I will help you. I will keep you safe. Oh, why did I forget what I know? You may have been shaped poorly, or too much, or too quickly. You were altered poorly, and the result was a long sleep. You're only now recovering. What am I capable of? I don't know. I want to find out. The more I know, the more useful you will be. And how can I regain my power? Some will come with time, some with training, and some, he stands and approaches you. Let me see what we can unlock. Reaches out and touches you on the forehead. You feel yourself freeze in place. Let us search. I will see what signs I can recognize, what markers I'm not surprised. Simplest forms were the focus to be implanted. As before, you remember an ability. A power that has been in you, forgotten. You can now cast a spell's War Blessing in days. These extremely useful spells are the Blessing and Magic. Blessing Magic and Mental Magic circles. Raul returns to his seat. Help me, and I can give you so much more. Now to the final tedious business, your task. Training? Though you're not a full Shaper, I'm willing to bend the rules on your behalf. I belong to the Council, after all. Seek with Sage Pfeffer to learn magic. Seek with Shaper Rul to learn shaping. They've cleared the way for you. What's been happening in the war? I would rather you not be distracted by that for now. If I ever send you out into the mountains on a mission, ask then. Okay, then what do you want me to do? As you're aware, recently the Foundry has been afflicted by what we have come to start calling the Presence. Some sort of shade or spirit. When it is nearby, creations are disturbed. Frequently they go rogue. This is disturbing to me. Not only is it very difficult for a Shaper to face losing control of creations, but the Presence is costing me considerable money and influence. Pulls a crystal out of a pocket in his robe and hands it to you. That stone glows in the presence of certain sorts of essence and magical energy. I found through good fortune that being near the Presence affects it. I will also make sure that the doors of the Foundry Core are open to you. While I seek information on ways to trap it, I want you to hunt it. Get close to it, examine it, destroy it if you can. This will both help me and be an excellent test of your skills, costing you money and influence. I rule the Foundry. Our task is to take, examine, and care for creations. It has been for centuries. For this service, I am paid. When something forces us to destroy the creations in our care, it costs us both in reputation and money. For this alone, the Presence must be destroyed. How can I destroy it? This will be a good test of your cleverness. I think... Good test of your cleverness, I think. Your mind appears to be fuzzy and clouded, a side effect, I am sure, of whatever made you lose your memory. Perhaps this puzzle will help you focus your thoughts. Where should I look? I would look in the... Hello, cat. I would look in the Foundry Core, the networks of tunnels in the mountains to the north. There are several entryways. The most recent disturbances have been in the Eastern Core. Leave Manala to the east. You will be in the promenade, then go north. Okie dokie. Now I need to find that Shaper so I can see what I can train in. You're a Guardian, you're not what I need. Trachovites. I'm gonna think that the Trachovite ending was the canon ending of the game, considering the condition things are in now. He's happy to help me. That's a nice change. Shaper Rul. There is a Shaper in this workshop wandering around busily. He seems to be cleaning and preparing for a long spate of work. The equipment is very impressive. Huge crystals for power and a long row of tables for creations. He immediately drops his work and approaches you when you enter. Councillor Raul has told me to expect you. I am Shaper Rul. This is my workshop. Good to see that you are well. I can assist you by Raul's command. Shaper Rul is unusual for a Shaper. High-pitched, almost whiny voice. He fidgets nervously. Doesn't have the confidence or aura of power, so carefully maintained by his kind. Train me? That is what Shaper Rul has commanded. Of course, under normal circumstances, I could be executed for teaching these secrets to a non-shaper, like you, I mean. Non-shaper. Like you, I mean. But we are in a war, and Shaper Rul is wise enough to know when to stretch the rules. Would you like to learn to make new creations, or would like to learn the healing craft? Ooh, creations. Fiora, Thought, or Artila. Can't afford any of them. Healing craft? I need to find a store so I can sell stuff. So you approach a small dining hall for the workers of Eisenwood Spire. Someone approaches you. It's dark enough that you don't recognize her till you get close. It's Mikan. She seems pleased to see you. You made it safely. To Raul, I was told you need a guide to hunt the intruder. I'd be happy to come. I help you with this task. Where have you been? To Manala and I went into Manala. I am grabbed right away. Sent into Promenade to stop rogues. Too many. Flee back to Manala. Then help more in here than in Manala. Presence keeps moving. More go rogue. More and more. Not good. What is the presence? Only know what I'm told is forced, like spirit or ghost. I even felt it once before Artila went mad. This is what you hunt, and me, if I guide you. What else is happening in the Foundry? Only taming of mad creations. That's all I know about. The ghost that makes the rogues is all we think about. Hope it is found before it takes over. Anything about where I came from? I did not, never knew. His truth, I know nothing. Others might. Who might know? Raul would know something. Him more than anyone. If you found a way to his records, private records. I do not know how. It would be dangerous. I do not know more than that. You can join me on the hunt. I'm glad I have my orders, but first one thing. What? Shapers are powerful, offer many things. Wealth, power, even peace. But it has cost. They take freedom, take control. She points to your chest. Take total control. Raul offers much, but you do not have to take it. What did Shapers say if they heard you speaking like that? It would go very badly for Mikan. I take risk for you. Hope I do not pay for it. Let's go! Ah! I have a party member. Nito Torpedo. But she has much less health than she had before. Enslaved servile. Controller mind. Server mind here sitting in its tray. Several power conduits run underneath it. Seems to be modulating the energy that flows through them to produce low, soothing hum. Although the sound they make calms you, being near the mind makes you uncomfortable. There's a lot of static in the air. Your skin itches and you feel a heavy sensation in your chest. You have to get fairly close for the mind to notice you. When you do, it says, I am controller mind. Stay away, Raul commands that I am to be left alone. Stay away. Its voice is deep and flat. Can I know something? I didn't even look at you. I sense that you are a shaper. I apologize. I cannot speak with you. I have orders from a member of the council. Please back away. I do not wish to hurt you. Let's not tempt fate. Also, he's got like 500 health. So for now, I just need to save money. What do you have to say for yourself? There's a guardian in this training chamber, practicing a long and complicated series of exercises with a broadsword. Guardians are one of the three sects of Shapers, the others being agents and Shapers. All three are generally referred to as Shapers by outsiders. Guardians are warriors. Turns to face you when you approach. Greetings, outsider. Outsider. Shaper Rul has passed word along of his useful new minion. I am Guardian Manola. Her voice surprises you. Guardian Manola is a woman. By tradition, all agents are women and all guardians are men. This is most unusual. Aren't you out hunting the rogues? I killed dozens of them. Hundreds. That is what guardians do. But that would be expensive. And it would reduce Raul's influence. He is paid to look out for them, after all. He was holding me back and hopes that someone can do the agent's job and solve the problem. Like you. Can you train me? Raul does not want me to give you personal lessons yet. However, I can provide you with equipment. If you have not done so, be sure to get the batons and crystals. Okay, so he can train me later in some sort of physical... stabby... whatever. Wing bolts and other spooky things. Corner of Raul's laboratory. Its lid is down, but not latched. Bubbles and hisses and belches out clouds of sulfurous smoke. Looks like an experiment left unattended and out of control. Getting close to the vat could be very dangerous. Yeah, I didn't have her selected. No one seems to mind that the Serval's walking around with a dagger. Let's poke it. Shifting Vet's lid, it's just barely enough to keep the bubbling mass within weighted down. When you get close to it, however, the vibrations of your footsteps disturb the delicate equilibrium. Flies up and the chamber fills with choking smoke. The energized essence within begins to bubble up. Globules fly all over the room. Ah! Get it! Rude. Oh jeez. Oh come on, 90% to hit and I miss. %70 chance to hit now. This isn't going well. Let's load. Neat picture. Huge fire up. It is big. Oh, she panicked. I can take you. Possibly. Stab.